Hello guys, welcome to Good Micro Projects. Now when I can type anything to populate this table. Okay, check this out. So when I say add, say I'm able to populate the table. In this project, we're going to develop this using React hooks. If you want to type along with me, kindly install the following. 1. npm install uuid. That's that. With all said and done, let's begin. Thank you very much. Let's begin by creating two folders in our src folder. Let's call the first one assets and call the second one components. So now let's do the first one, assets. Now in this application we have no images or spinners, so leave it blank. We go to the next one and create a file and call it to do app .js. Yeah. So with our boilerplate RAFCE, good. Instead of ordinary div, why don't we make it React fragment? So we say React fragment. Good. So inside that we can have our div now. Then we say hello. And let's link that to the app.js to view on the screen. So we go to app.js. Then we say what's your name? To do app. Okay. Let's import to do app. Import to do app from where? From components. No. Yeah, okay. Now let's check our screen to see if there's any issue. Good, we got hello on the screen, so we're ready to go. Now to begin with, let's look at the structure for the application. Now we're going to have two tables, a small one here, then a bigger one beneath. Yeah, something like this, where we're going to have the heading for both of them. Then we have the small one to receive the inputs. Okay, the small one will receive the inputs. Good. Then the bigger one will display the inputs. I hope you get what I mean. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, so that is that, guys. I think we can begin now. Okay, so let's begin. Let's close this. Good. Now, so instead of hello, let's create a section. Good. So this section, let's call it with two tables. So let's call this one first table. First table. Yeah, what is that? So in this table, let's create a div. Okay, then inside a div, let's give it a class name. Class name. Good. Now this div will be our container. Okay, so to see what we're doing, let's bring our browser closer. So let's say bg black, let's give it a height 60, and let's give it mx, let's give it a 5. Then what again, let's make it rounded, large. Then what again, then mt 10. Then what again, then let's make the overflow hidden. to take place for the header. Okay, so that is that. Now let's work on the header. Right here we say header. So to get a header, what do? Create a div. Good. Div. So inside the div, get our p tag, and we say populate table app. Let's give the p tag a class name. Class name. Let's say test. That's what 2SL. No. 2SL. Then what again? Let's give it test white. Then what again? And what? Let's make it uppercase. Okay. Uppercase. Yeah. Then font bold. Good. Now let's give it height. So I'm gonna give a class name here. Let's give it a class name. Let's give it height h before then. Then let's bring it to the center. So we say flex and justify center. Then align items center. Okay, so that is that. Our header is ready. So next is to work on the table. Okay, so that is that. Now with the table, we go down here and we say table. So table, let's create a form. Good. So inside the form we have the table. Okay, so let's create a div first. Okay, this way. I say div. Good. So inside that we can have our form. Good. So inside the form we can have the table. Okay. Table. Good. So the table, we need the table body. So we call it t body. Okay. And t body, we need inside the t body we need tr. Inside tr we need td. Good. Like that. So let's put something there. td, let's put first name. Good. Alright, table didn't appear. Okay, let's give a class name to the table. Okay, so let's say class name equals, let's make it border separate. Okay, border separate. Then let's give it a width. Let's say full. Then let's give it border. Let's give it 2. Then we say border gray. Border gray 500. Okay. So yeah, that's our tail border. So nice. What do we do? Now let's look at there are TD. Okay. The TD, the first one will be first name and the second one will be an input tag. Okay. Good. This way. Now, so we need to style this so that it takes the full width. So taking the first one, let's give it a class name. Class name we can say, let's give it a border. Border. Then let's make it border gray. BORDER. Border. Gray. Sorry guys. Page 500. Then what again? Let's make the text. Let's make it white. Right, then what again? Let's make it a test to center. Good. Yeah, that is that. Now let's work on the input tag too. The input tag. What do we do? Input. Here, let's give type. Type equals what? Test. Then sorry. Then the placeholder was first name. Then class name. Good. And class name we have PL2. Then what again? Let's give it border 2, and let's give it width W. Let's make it full. Good. Then yeah, I think that is it. Let me see. Border gray 500. Yep, that's it. Yeah, guys. Think that is that. So that is that, guys. We can copy the TR 4 times. So this one will be the first name. So let's make it first name. So let's do that for other ones. Okay. Second one will be what? I don't know. I've done it already. Okay. Yeah, this is the last name. Last name. Next one will be email. Good. Email. The next one will be, how do you call it? Age. Good. Yeah, that is that. I think we are ready with the fields. Now the next one is the, how do you call it? The button. Okay. So create another TR here. So let's say button. Sorry, BUTTON. Good, button. Good. No. Take the everything off. Good. And we give it a TD. Inside the TD, let's have our button. So BUTTON. Button, then we have what? Add. Good. So our button 2, let's give it a class name and a tag. Okay. We go down. Then we say give it a type equals submit. Then we give it a class name. Class name. equals, let's give it test right, and let's give it test center. Then what again? Let's give it bg white. Good. And test black. Yeah. Test maybe black. Then what again? Let's make the width full. Okay. Full. Then what again? Let's give font bold. Then test Excel. Then we have tracking. Let's give it wide. Good. So that is that. Now we need the how do you call it, the button to cover the full page. Okay, so we gonna go to the how do you call it, so we go to the TD, then make it goal span 2. So that is that. Our input is ready. So next thing to do is to create the bigger, the next, what do you call it, the next table. The next table we needed to receive the to display the input. So to do that, we go, let's take this, make this bigger. Now let's go down here, table 2. Outside the section, I'm going to say table 2, and create another section. Then let's create a div container. Inside that, let's give it a class name equals, let's the same thing, bg black, and let's give it height. I can copy the first one, class names, come and put it there. Okay, so here copy, come down. Good. Height, we can make it 96. Okay, let's check that out. Yeah, let's make it bigger. Okay, yeah, this thing is smaller. Okay, this one should be smaller. So let's make the first one, let's make it MD or LG. Okay, MD, let's make it MX. Margin left, right, 96. Okay, now we can have it big again. So that is that. I think 96 is too much. So let's make the height. Where are you? Okay, let's make the height maybe 60, also 60. Let's see. Good. I think that is cool. So next, let's create the table inside. So we say, so inside that, let's create the table. So we say table. So inside the table, what do we need? We need the same, how do you call it? The same class name for the table. Why don't I copy this? Okay. Class name. Good. Okay. Yeah, so that is that. With gray. Yeah, so inside the table, let's create our T head. T head. Inside the T head, we have our TR. So we have T H, then TH. Let's have a first name. First name. Now the first name, let's give it a class name. Okay. So class name. Class name. Let's give it what do we need? We need a border. Border. Then we need border gray 500. Then what again? Test white. Then test center. So let's check that out. Good. Exactly what we want. Yeah. So now let's create 4 of this. So T H, copy it. Okay. Copy it. Good. Let's check that out. Good. So that is that for the TH. So next is what? This is TH. T head. The next one will be T body. Yeah. So the next one will be what? T body. So inside the T body we have what? TR, and TR we have TD, and TD we have the same stuffs. Okay, you can just copy this from class name to first name. Okay. So from here we need everything. Class name, let's take the class name, copy, paste here. So here I can say name. Okay, good, that is that. Let's check that out. Good, so that is it. So let's copy that to 4 times. Good. Yeah, that is that. Good. So I think we are ready to go now. So next thing to do is to work on the editing. Okay, the editing, and make our app beautiful. So let's go to the top and take it from the top. Okay. So let's start with the input. The first name, let's have a type called test, placeholder, first name, class name. Okay, so that is that. The second one, test, is going to be last name. Then what again? TR, TD, TR 100, last name, change here. So last name. So we go down to next one, email. Okay. Email, then what do we do? Type email, then placeholder email. The next one, age. Go do that too. Age, type, number, placeholder, age, and last one, bracket. Bracket is okay. So that is that. Let's check it out. Good. Now next thing is to make the other inputs fields workable. Okay. So we go back and give the inputs a name and value. Okay. So we say give this one a name. Sorry. Give it a name and call it first name. First name. Then give it a value. Value. Good. A value. Let's call it what? Data. Data dot first name. We're going to create the state for data. Okay. So let's make the next one, which is the unchanged. Good. Unchanged. Let's say handle change. Okay. So we copy this and add it to all of them. Good. Name. So this one is given last name. Last name data dot last name and handle change. Okay, that is that. Go to the next one. Also, that will be name will be what? Email. Email. Good. Then the data dot email. Good. Handle change. That's the next one. Name will be age. Then the value will be data dot age and handle change. So that is that. Now let's create a state for them. So we import use state. Then we can say const what? Data, comma set data should be equal to what? Use state, bracket what? But give us an object where we can have our first name with the value empty. Come on. Last name with the value empty. Then next one, age, value empty. Then last one is going to be what? Email. Okay, email. Put the email here. Email value empty. Okay, so next to do is to bind all the inputs. Okay, so we say binding inputs. So what do? We say const handle change should be equal to a function. Good. Where we gonna call the event. Good. Then we say we should let set data. So set data into bracket. Into bracket. Give us an object. Give us an object. Then give us all the data back. Come on. Then give the event dot target dot name link that with a value, event.target.value. Yeah, that is that. So to test that out, handle change. Let's call JSON and test it out. So we say call a pre-tab. Sorry. To call JSON, let's call a pre-tab. Now inside the pre-tab, yeah. Now this pre-tab we call JSON inside. Okay, so let's say JSON.stringify into bracket data. So let's check our screen. We can see data over here. So anything we type here should appear in the respective places. So we say name, you can say this, you can see that. Okay, so age, number. Okay, we can see that our inputs field is working. Okay, so that is that with the data binding. The next to bind is the button. Okay, so let's go to do that too. So the button, let's go to the button. We have type is submit, so confirmed. Let's go up and add an on submit to the form. Go to the form here. So we say on submit equals, let's call it handle submit. So we create a function for handle submit. So we say handle submit. So inside handle submit, submit. So inside having some, we say const handle submit. Good. So that inside we say event dot prevent default. Good. To test that out, let's say alert what data. So let's try that out. So after we type something here, okay, type something here, we can say good, alert, it alerts the data, which is the object that we're saying. So our button tool is working. Good. So now that our button is working, what we need to do is to go back. Then instead of alert, let's create a to-do. Okay, so we say const, let me take it down here, and make it creating new to-do. Okay. Creating new to-do. Yeah, so we say const new to-do equals to an object, and inside the object we're going to have our ID. Let's give it a value UUID v4. Good. Then we have the to-do item. Let's give that one the data. So the data is what the user types. So next thing to do is to import UUID v4. UUID v4. Okay. So let's import UUID. So we say import v4 as UUID v4. From where? From UUID. Okay. So that is that. But what again? Let's create a state for to do. Okay, create a state for to do. So I can go down here, also create a state for to do. So it's a state for to do. Good. So we say const const to do, comma set to do equals use states, and inside that let's give it an empty array. Good. So that is that. So after creating the new to do, we can now say down here that we need our set to do to be equal to what? Let's call the array, then say give us the to do back, then give us the new to do. Okay, give us the to do back, then add a new to do. So that's that. I think we should try it out. So to try it out, let's, instead of JSON again, instead of this time data, now let's call to do. We'll say to do. Okay, we'll check our screen again. So our empty array here, if I type anything 5, and I say add, I should see it in the array. Okay, you can see our first name, last name, email, and age is displayed here for us. So what we need to do next is to what? Bring this data to the table. Okay, bring this data to the table. So how do we do that? Let's go back. Bring the data to the table. We're going to use mapping. Okay, so let's go to table 2. So over here, table 2, you are there. So the second tr, okay, the t body tr, we're going to cut that and display it with mapping. So let's cut that out. Then we say JSS. Good. We say, what do we say? We say to do dot map. Good. To do dot map what? Map it to give us a function. Good. Then inside that we can do what? We say we can display our data. Then we give this one an item. So item. Then our tr, we can say the key equals what? Let's give the key to what? Item dot id. Okay, so let's check that out. If there's any complaint, we have no complaint. Okay, we're good to go. So next we can receive the data with name. We can say you can say what? Item dot to do item dot to do item dot what? Dot first name. Okay, that's that. Yeah, the to do item is over there. Yeah, the to do item is this one. Okay. So that is that. Item dot to do item dot first name. Okay. So let's check that out. If I put something here, it didn't come. Okay. How about let's do for all and see. Okay. Okay. Your item, this one, item to do item dot first name does what? Last name. This one will be item dot to do item dot email, and this one will be dot age. So let's check that out. Good. So if we run, put something here, put something there, put something there, add, wow, it didn't come, to do item dot first name, to do item. Let's check our to do item. Let's check our mapping. Something wrong with our mapping. Item dot to do item dot first name, last name should come. Why? To do dot map item give us. Oh, sorry. There is an issue. The mapping didn't do the mapping well. Let's get it. tr. See, this should return. Yeah, should return what? Good. And return we put the tr inside. So that is all. Let's check it out again. Good. You see that we got data. So if I type another one, no, after displaying the data, we need to clear the screen. Okay, so let's go clear the screen. Okay, let's go top. So over here, we can say set data. Okay, set data to bracket. Give us an object. We copy everything back again. Okay. Yeah, something like this. So let's check that out. So if I type something, okay, you can see we got the screen is cleared. Okay, good. So that is that. Now let's take the pre-tag off. We don't need it, so just comment it. Oh, guys, now let's try our app out. Good. Type anything. Yeah. Good. Guys. So that is that, guys. Our app is working. It's working. Good. So that is that, guys. Thank you so much for sticking through. Catch you in the next one. Don't forget to do good. Peace.